Gitomer Certified Advisor Mitch Taylor here with
Certified Personality Trainer Vickie Musni.
This is Creating Connections episode 38, and we are...
Couples Edition.
Yes, Couples Edition. Couples Edition. This is my wife, Michelle.
And this is my husband, Craig.
And we are coming to you live from the Carnival Miracle just outside of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Yes. Can you see it over my shoulder?
We had a beautiful, beautiful day yesterday here in Puerto Vallarta. And we also had an amazing, amazing time. As you see, we are live. See? You're good. You're good.
Okay. It's all good.
It's all good. We had an amazing time yesterday, just reconnecting with our spouses in Puerto Vallarta. Michelle and I have not been to Vallarta since
What was the name of that beach?
2001. We went to Miss Maloya Beach.
Miss Maloya. It was beautiful.
La Jolla de Miss Maloya is the name of the beach. And then,
survived the taxi drive.
Yes, survived the taxi drive.
We had a great cab driver who waited for us while we were at the beach and brought us to where we went for dinner. Yeah, he was fun. Introduced us to his friend that took good care of us at the restaurant on the beach.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, you guys have been here before.
Yeah, Michelle and I have been here. Puerto Vallarta is kind of a favorite spot for Michelle and I. What are some of your favorite memories from Puerto Vallarta?
The restaurant on the beach, listening to the waves.
Cuates de Cuetes?
Yeah.
So if you're going to Puerto Vallarta, I would tell you to make sure you visit Cuates de Cuetes. It is in kind of the Mexican downtown area, but it's absolutely beautiful. Great spot. You've got chairs, tables right in the sand, surf coming up almost to the table, of course going back again. We saw a fire dancer last night.
Yes.
Remember the fire dancer?
Yep. There will be pictures on Facebook if there aren't already. I think you actually snuck online when we were on.
I got some video, I did not post that video yet.
Okay.
But when you're creating connections, think about how you can be unique. For example, every other person on that beach last night, when we were having dinner at Cuates de Cuetes, every other person was coming by, you know, and one of the guys actually had a great opening line.
Yeah. Want to buy my junk?
Yeah, want to buy my Mexican junk? Which is a great opening line, and that got him to at least get our attention.
Right.
Yes.
And figure out if we wanted to buy something from him. But
and we did buy something from him.
Well, the ladies at the next table came over and said, "I hope you guys bought something because that was a great line." They didn't buy anything, but they wanted to buy something.
I hope we did. But the other beautiful thing is that, okay, he had a great line, but now the fire dancer was completely unique.
Yes.
He didn't have any competition because he provided a unique service there on property to entertain us.
Right.
Ironically enough, he didn't pass the hat.
No.
If you haven't read Carr Hagerman's sales book called Top Performer, Carr takes essentially the sales cycle and he puts it into the terms of a busker and how buskers perform and how they mind the mess in regards to the people that are around them and how they pass the hat to collect the money, right? And this gentleman did not pass the hat, ironically enough, but so something he should have done.
We've seen lots of different techniques, and I think the most successful was the gentleman at the tequileria this morning.
Okay, tell us about that. You want to go into detail on that one?
He was getting to work just as he was literally walking into the store from one direction as we were all walking in. Yes, he was eating his paleta, which has made me want one all day, and I haven't been able to find one. And so we walked in at the same time, and then Mitch started with, "Here, let me show you my favorite bottle of tequila," and then he busted out the samples, and then he figured out what kind of tequila we liked, and busted out a few more samples, and then he was mixing different kinds of tequilas for us.
Mitch was feeling no pain by the end of the demonstration.
Yes, he successfully created a connection with us that resulted in a 3-bottle purchase.
Yes, 3 bottles.
Score for us.
Yes, we bought 3 bottles off this guy. And that goes back to, if you haven't watched or read Michael Port's book, Book Yourself Solid, I would definitely encourage you to pick that up. Michael Port talks about having a low-cost or free barrier to entry for your clients. And that's essentially what this guy was doing with tequila's tasting samples. He was giving us a free entry into trying his product, trying the opportunity to be able to taste different tequilas. So that was cool.
And he was very personable. He just was really good at creating those connections, you know, what have you been doing and where are you from, and then finding out about what we liked and, you know, flavors, and yeah, he was
He acknowledged me as the boss when I walked in.
Yes. Yeah, I told him, I said, I got to talk to the boss.
There we go.
I don't know what my favorite line was. I like the something for your wife, something for your secretary.
Yeah, there were a few lines that really stuck out. But again,
it's true though, because I mean, we walk by so many of those stores, and the people that like almost attack you when you're just sitting there eating, and everybody that's the same, hola amigo, come on into my shop. Nothing creative.
Cheaper than Kmart.
But yeah, the cheaper than Kmart. They come buy my Mexican junk. The ones that got a little bit creative, they're the ones that make you go, they have a sense of humor. Maybe I could connect with them. Maybe I want to give them some business.
So being on the Wedding and Event Professionals cruise now, it's not just about cruising. There is a way for you to take everyday circumstances that you run into, even on vacation, obviously, and figure out, okay, how can I take this and apply it to my business? How can I take this, and when I'm making a first connection with a client, how can I make it so that it's humorous? How can I make it so that it's different? So the person that is receiving the message stops and thinks, oh, that's different. Wow, I should talk to that person. That's what you got to do. You got to break through the monotony. You got to break through the hundreds and thousands of commercial messages that people see every single day. Somewhere you can do that to break through and actually get to that person, connect with them to their heart, to get them to respond to you.
Well, and we talk about creating connections with clients and colleagues, and I feel like we're in a very unique position this week.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yes, we've seen some interesting sales demonstrations, but the peer-to-peer connection and the added dynamic of having our spouses here with us, and yes, we did some seminars, and yes, we've been doing some work, and we've been doing some writing, and recording a podcast. But for the most part, we're creating connections by vacationing together, and I'm convinced this needs to become an annual thing with the four of us vacationing together.
Because we do exist, Craig.
I know.
Because what?
We do exist.
Yeah, my wife does exist, believe it or not.
Yes, yes.
You don't see her conventions very often.
Craig and Michelle are real life people.
Yes.
Not an inflatable animatronic.
There's a joke there.
That was too much information right there. We do have some lines on the show here.
But it's very important that you also make time for your spouse, with your spouse. And I think that's extremely important. Michelle got a chance to go get a massage. More than a massage. What'd you have done?
Hand and arm massage, scalp massage, shoulder, neck, and back massage, and a facial.
Wow. And it doesn't have to be something like that. Craig has been able to escape just by getting up, going up to the workout room, and just banging out a couple workouts,
And we all played mini golf together last night.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, and so it's amazing when you can get away from the stress of your everyday life, completely decompress. You need to take that break, both the mental and physical break. And yeah, I know. Kind of ironic. We're cutting a podcast, working while we're on the cruise.
Yeah, we're working so hard. There. Can you tell?
Yeah. We haven't checked our emails since we've been here, so
we have not. We have not gone online at all. No Facebook. We're assuming that because the kids and the nanny haven't called the emergency number, that everything's cool at home. We'll find out on Saturday.
Thanks to our rock star Allison back at Taylor Weddings for keeping the
yeah, she sounds like she's been kicking butt in the sales department.
She has been.
We should have her on a podcast again, officially.
We will. We'll have Allison on a podcast again. So, we want to know from you, how can you make better connections? What areas have you done to improve your connections? Is it sales? Is it marketing? Write down your questions below. Write down your thoughts below on how you can create better connections.
And where do you want to go on vacation with us next year?
Yeah, absolutely. We can make creating connections cruise.
There we go.
Triple C.
I like it.
Triple C.
Better than BBC. To be explained at a later podcast.
Yeah. BBC actually stands for
Banana.
Bananas, Baileys, and Cream.
And it was the brewing company that we went to the first night on the Long Beach. Yes.
And it's an excellent drink you can order on Carnival Cruise Lines. Yes. But please, write down your comments below. If you want to find out more information about Vickie, go to VickieMusni.com. If you want to find out more information about myself and our officers and our offerings of Gitomer Certified Advisor, go
was
to...
that tequila talking?
Exactly. Go to MitchTaylor.net. And Vickie and I will both be speaking upcoming. Excuse me, you have a workshop upcoming, right?
Yes,
Mobile Beat?
workshop at Mobile Beat.
And I have a workshop and also a speaking engagement at Mobile Beat coming up March 13th through March 17th at the beautiful Tropicana in Las Vegas on the Strip. So be sure to join us for that. Check out mobilebeat.com for more information. And I've heard there is someone going on after me that they have not released to the general public yet.
Really?
And according to my inside sources, it's going to be a pretty big deal.
Nice.
So
fun. I like it when they put surprises.
I don't want to do a
like
spoiler yet, but it's going to be a big thing.
I'm expecting big things. I mean, they raised the bar at last year's show. It's the 20th anniversary show this year. Yeah. Jeremy
Brecken, Jason Janai, and all the staff at Mobile Beat. Bill Herman's going to be a host one day as well. Mr. Lucky himself, Jimmy Johnson, Lucky, is going to be doing his MC work as well one day. And John Roz, do you know John Roz?
No.
John Roz, oh my gosh, John Roz is like one of the godfathers of our industry for crying out loud. He is going to be hosting as well one day.
Yeah.
So
fun.
3 different hosts, 3
3
different days. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. Amazing experience. Again, at Creating Connections, episode 38. I'm Gitomer Certified Advisor Mitch Taylor.
I'm Certified Personality Trainer Vickie Musni.
We'll see you next time.
Have a good one.
Off to Cabo.
Ciao.
Bye.